Hello and welcome to Movement with Maddie. This is a really yummy practice to prepare you for rest. So if you have already done my restorative practice, it is very similar to that in the way that it's calming, but this one is a yin practice. So there will be deeper, longer holds, which will really slow down the heart rate and the breath. To prepare you for rest, or even just as an escape from the day for a little bit of time to yourself. So I've got this very cozy cushion here, which will make the ground much softer beneath me, and a blanket, which I highly recommend. The two dogs are they're negotiable for your practice, but very nice to have along for a cozy practice. So we will start in a cross-legged position, and if you do have a cushion, just bring the hips on top. So nothing crazy, just cross through the knees. You can allow the palms to face down on the knees. We'll loop the shoulders up as you breathe in, and exhale to squeeze the shoulders back, send the heart forward, close down the eyes. Now, in this practice, we will be holding some of the poses for a couple of minutes at a time. Now, the goal here is to feel nourished and restful. So if at any time there is any pain or pinching, don't worry. You can just come straight out of the pose, maybe add some softness like a cushion or the blanket, and come back in wherever feels right for you. Just taking a couple of natural breaths here. We're not trying to force anything. Perhaps noticing the quality of air in the room. Maybe noticing the jaw is quite tense, so just letting your teeth part and relaxing through the skull. And you can swallow, feeling the muscles of the throat starting to soothe. Now the focus today will be on the exhale, lengthening the exhale. So we'll breathe in together and a long exhale out. Nice. Each time go a little longer, so breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Two more just like that. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe all the way in and breathe it out. Now, before we enter into our first pose, I want you to remember that breath at all times of this practice. So just focus on lengthening the exhale and softening on the exhale. And you might notice that the inhale happens automatically. So there's no need to complicate things. Just see if you can hitch a ride on the exhale. All right. We can bring the palms together in front of the heart. Create the energy of this practice as you bow the forehead down. Maybe think of something that made you smile today as we hold gratitude within our practice. Dropping the chin down to the chest, opening up through the back of the neck. Beautiful. Now you can reach the fingertips beside the body. You can open up your eyes and peek at me, but I encourage you to close down your eyes when you start to feel confident in the movement. Nothing crazy, we're just going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Nice. Now you can start to walk your right fingertips away on the ground. So walking away from the body. And remember, we're not pulling the shoulder up towards the ear, we're relaxing the ear down towards the shoulder. So see if you can relax the shoulder blades, relax the belly, center your glutes on the ground, and maybe start to walk the fingertips a little further away. Remember to focus on the exhale. And if it's available, you can take your left hand and plant it on top of the head and just encourage a little more opening through that right side of your neck. And we're staying here for 2 more exhales. On the next inhale, slowly recenter the neck. So move slow, planting the left palm down on the ground beside you. You can drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. So you might notice that this feels completely different to the other side. So a reminder that we're not symmetrical beings, and that each muscle holds a different energy within the body. It is a kind of crazy way to look at the body, but that's essentially what we are, is energy. And what we're doing in this yin practice is releasing it on a deeper level. And if you want to take that right hand and land it on top of the head, encouraging a deep emotion. And you've got 4 more exhales. And you can slowly relax that right hand, lift the head back up to center. Take a moment here with the eyes closed to feel your spine stacking. So notice where your heart is in space. Notice where your third eye is. So see if you can stack them all on top of each other. All right. Now, you can remove that cushion from underneath your hips, just for now. Don't worry, it will play a really yummy role in this practice. And we'll come all the way over onto all fours. So palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and you can untuck your toes. So tops of the feet are rested down onto the mat. You can stretch your pinky as far away from your thumb as possible, so find that connection of each fingerprint onto the earth. Now soften your elbows. Take a deep breath in as you lift through the tailbone, belly drops, lift through the nose, maybe wiggling through the tail. And you can close down your eyes as you exhale round through the spine. Find your cat-cow motion. Breathe in, lift through that tailbone, let the belly drop. Let the heart shine forward. Exhale, let the breath go. Breathe in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, let it go. One more time, breathe in. On the exhale, you can tuck all 10 toes round through the spine. You can push into your pinky toes. Start to walk your palms towards your body. So we're coming into a toe squat here. So you can reach back and just allow the little pinky toes to be a part of this pose. The palms face down on the thighs. If this is immediately causing you any discomfort, that means you're doing it correctly. There's a lot of tension within the feet that rarely gets recognized. So if you think about the amount of pressure that we walk around with, it's all carried by the soles of our feet. So close down your eyes now. We won't be here for long. Hold an appreciation for the feet and all the strength they carry for us. Focus on that exhale. Nice. One more inhale. Long exhale. Beautiful. You can walk the palms forward and yes, release those toes, untuck them, and just pitter-patter your feet on the mat. Release any of that energy. Beautiful. Now, you're going to bring your left knee all the way up towards your left wrist. So preparing for pigeon pose. And that left foot comes over to the right side of your mat as you drop the hips down. And this is where you can start to add in your cushion. So you can either use it underneath your elbows to allow the forehead to come down, or you can even place it underneath the hips on either side so that you can get the right balance. So you can use 1 pillow or 3 pillows, and you can use 10 if you like. But whatever it is that you've chosen, when you do find that comfortable pigeon pose, we're going to allow it to become a sleeping pigeon. So we'll start to relax the upper body down. You can close down the eyes. And just exhale. Now, in the initial moments of this pose, you might be feeling tightness or restraint. But if anything does come up to the surface of resistance or impatience, your job is just to observe. Let the muscles of the left side body release. See if you can relax through your jaw, your shoulders, maybe even tucking through your back toes and creating a little more space if you want to go a little deeper. And the best thing about an at-home practice is you don't have to worry what it looks like, right? You're in the comfort of your own home. I mean, I've arrived today in my pyjamas, so I hope you have too. All right, I'll quiet down so we can all have some moments with our breath here. You can take 2 more exhales. And you can slowly open the eyes. Keep your hips where they are, so don't move the lower body as you just start to walk your palms back onto your mat. So imagine like an up dog, so softening through the elbows, send the heart forward, lift through the chin, drop the hips down. Big opening here in the hips. Now you can start to walk your hands over past that left knee, Spinal twist, look past your left shoulder. Maybe you can peek at your right toes all the way at the back there. And we'll walk the palms back underneath the shoulders. And sliding that left knee all the way back. Now find your tabletop. This time we'll drop the hips left to right. So take a deep breath in. Exhale the hips over to the left. Breathe in up to center. Exhale over to the right. Breathe into the center. Over to the left. Last one, breathe into the center. Exhale over to the right. Beautiful. You can recenter yourself on your mat, so knees under the hips. Walk the palms forward as you bring that right knee all the way forward and the right foot over to the left side. So find this grounding motion in the lower body. You can tuck through your left toes as you lift through the hips and the back knee, creating a little more space. You can position that cushion any way you like. So remember, both sides are different. The position of the cushion might be different on this side. But when you do arrive, start to come down onto those elbows if it's available. You can rest the forehead in your palms or completely surrender the whole body down, closing down the eyes and surrender to the stillness. If your mind is starting to wander away on you, don't worry. Just see if you can anchor on the inhale and release on the exhale. It's usually in these moments of stillness at the end of the day that we start to process conversations we had or anything that happened. But see if you can honor this time just for you, right? Just some simple moments here with the breath, honoring the body. Having some respect for self-love practice. And you've got 3 more breaths here. Alright, slowly starting to peel the head back up. Keep the lower body where it is as you plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Soften through the elbows. Send the heart forward. Maybe lift through the chin slightly. Close down the eyes. Feel this reverence, this cultivation of love. Maybe even thinking about what the day looks like when you lead with an open heart. We'll start to shine that heart over to the right as you walk your palms over past that right knee, looking towards the toes at the back or the sleeping dog behind you. As you start to make your way back, plant the palms, tuck through that back foot as you lift through that back knee, bringing that right knee all the way back. All right, now we'll start to create big circles here with the hips. So bring the hips all the way forward, soften through the elbows. Exhale as you push the hips back. Breathe in, close down the eyes, come forward. Exhale to push it back. Breathe in. Bring it back. Start to change direction. Beautiful. And you can open up the eyes back again. As your palms are underneath your shoulders, untuck through the toes, knees underneath the hips. Now you can just move your cushion out of the way if it's just above you or in the way. We'll breathe in as you open up your right hand. So reach for the sky, soften through the left elbow. Feel the spinal twist, twinkle through the fingertips maybe. And as you exhale, thread the needle. So right hand comes underneath that left armpit. You can drop that right shoulder all the way down as you connect the head down to the ground. So big opening here through the shoulder blades. You have the option to reach your left hand all the way forward, so find a grounding. The most important thing here is that the neck feels supported, so if you need to put a cushion underneath your head or just do whatever you need to do to get comfortable here. We're not staying long. Beautiful. Slowly start to walk that left palm under the left shoulder. Bring that right palm all the way back up. So open up through the right side body, twinkle through the fingertips, and exhale to come down. Reset the spine. As you inhale, left hand comes all the way up, and exhale to come all the way down. Thread the needle, land the left shoulder on the ground, head comes down after, and if it's available, you can walk the right hand all the way forward. Closing down the eyes. Nice. Slowly start to walk that right palm back underneath the right shoulder. Loop all the way up, left hand lifts. And exhale to bring it all the way down. Awesome, we're nearly done here. So you can cross the feet behind you and we'll just roll all the way back. So you can bring that cushion with you as well. So repositioning yourself on the mat. And you can start to bring the blankie into the practice now. Yay! So really start to get cozy. Extend those legs nice and long. And start to lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. So see if you can make any adjustments to just make this the ultimate resting pose. And you can plant both of your palms down onto your belly so that you can feel the subtle sensations happening within the body while you breathe. Closing down the eyes. Now we'll be manipulating the breath before we close our practice today. Counting in for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, and exhaling for 6. All right, breathing in now for 1, 2, 3, into the belly, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe into the belly for 1, 2. Feel the belly rise. 3, 4. Hold. Let the breath go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Retain the breath. Exhale and soften for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Let the breath bounce off for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've just got one more round together. Breathe in for 1, 2. Feel the body. 3, 4. Hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment here just to be. Feel your body in its relaxed state. Maybe notice the eyelashes as they kiss with closed eyes. Maybe you can softly part your lips. Maybe licking your lips and feeling sensation. We spend so much of our day communicating and moving, but right now is the time for stillness and silence. And you can bring your palms together, thumb pressing into the third eye. Holding appreciation for yourself for showing up for this very precious time. I believe that yoga is a very generous act of self-love, and by showing up for yourself, you have so much more love to offer those people around you. So thank you for cultivating more love on this planet. I wish you a beautiful night's rest or day, whatever time you're practicing this. And I'll see you again soon. And close this practice with Namaste.